And welcome. That is bright. Ow. To the classiest place on earth. Jesus, purple. Good. My eye. I have a leaky eye today. I don't know why. She leaks. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I missed you yesterday. I had good meetings though, so that's good. I'm really excited. There's things to come. Good things. But I'm fucking cold. Brr. Sarah. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it native swings for so fucking long. Jesus.
That's a lot of fucking months. I love you and appreciate you. I hope you're doing well, Sarah.
Things are coming. Things are coming. Secret, exciting, new things. I'm very excited. Seriously. There's like, man, secrets. Well, I mean, secrets. It's RP stuff. So, like, I guess, I mean, I don't even know if I have to keep it a secret. I just kind of like to. I like surprises. Surprises are fun. But, yeah, RP stuff. Hashtag soon. Thank you for that resub, Sarah. Secrets. Secrets. I'm actually really excited because this show I'm going to be in is different than anything I've done before. Like, really different than anything I've ever done before, and the character I'm making for it is different than I've ever done before. So I'm excited. I like to challenge myself. If my camera is low. I like to challenge myself. It's fun. Yeah. When is that now? Soon. Isn't this sick? Vissy got this for me. It's probably easily one of my favorite cups ever. There's definitely like a science to a good mug and a bad mug. I couldn't tell you what it is, but this is a good mug. They just got to be big enough. That's what she said. Caffeine cheers. I have tea. I drank too much coffee this morning. Caffeine cheers, love. It is. It's well rounded. It actually like holds a beverage. There's so many cute cups out there. Like, you guys have actually gotten me a shit ton of really adorable cups, like mugs and shit. But all the fun mugs are so small. They're like an 8-ounce cup. Like, I'm gonna drink that in 2 sips. You know, it's like diner cups, diner mugs or whatever. You know what I mean? They're adorable, but I don't have someone here pouring me coffee every 5 minutes. I would like a large cup, please. And it keeps my fingies warm. It's so fucking. We got that snow the other day, and it just hasn't gone away, and it is frigid outside. So it's gonna be good, probably. Sorry, woke up snarky. People suck. How are you this morning? I hope you aren't planning to surprise Zeke with the show on the 11th. What do you mean? Surprise him? Zach is not one for surprises. He doesn't do the spontaneity thing. A surprise is one thing, but like something that's gonna, something he has to. I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't. He would not have a good time. Where's my chapstick? Oh, there it is. All the dry air makes my lips fucking crackly. I yawned this morning and split my upper lip right in the middle. Great. Loving it. Moisture. Oh, yeah. Self-challenge, self-growth. Amen. How are you, Korath? It's cold here and snowing, but I'm still drinking iced coffee. I mean, I still drink cold drinks, but man, this sucks. I'm just like a pussy when it comes to cold. I need to get that for my mother. Oh my God, I need this. My mom, I mean, I drink a lot of hot beverages. My mom never stops. I should get that for my mom. It reminds me of those wine glasses that hold an entire bottle. I'm drinking from a Ferrari mug because I gotta go fast. Fuck yeah. When I went to Italy, I got my dad some Ferrari stuff. He loved it. He had no idea about it when I talked to him about it yesterday. He was concerned there might be clowns. Why would I? Okay, first off, if you sent me to something with clowns, friendship over. But why would he think I would take him somewhere like that? Ever. What the fuck? Good morning, Kills. Below freezing in the Bay Area? What? Brr. That's weird. I don't even know what it is here. It's just cold. Just pain. It's snowing in Minnesota today. Cold too. I'm in sweats and a t-shirt all day. Yeah. It's yesterday because like I didn't stream. I was just sitting here in meetings all day, like sitting still, not really, moving around. I had like 6 layers on just sitting in the house. It was so fucking cold yesterday. I had like 2 long sleeve sweaters on and a zip up and a jacket. It was so cold. Oh, dude, I have a stoner bowl. I'm ready. I'm ready, Cinemus. I also soaked my bong and got all that nasty shit off of it. Thank fuck. Cheers, roll check, should we? Yeah. Where's my oh god. Lighter? Lighter? Yes. Big people problems. Is that what it is? My mom's really tiny, but man, I just want a big cup. You got your first real snow, no shit, which I love. I miss snow immensely, and now I've got a 4x4, so I'm happy. Man, if it wasn't cold, it's very pretty. Like, I don't hate snow. I just get pissed when the snow happens because I know it's gonna be cold. Like, my body's like, oh, here comes Katie's frump weather, frump season. It's like exhausting. Cheers. Happy Sunday, everyone. Good morning, Zag. I know my hair's officially gotten so long, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't think I've had my hair down since before I went to TwitchCon. It's just too long. I hate it. I got like a 44-ounce Starbucks Las Vegas thing for a friend. Should have gotten one for them. Never refill again. No shit. Never refill again. You could put a whole pot in there. No shit. She got it for you when she visited Italy. That's like the thing. My dad loves cars. Are you like into cars and shit, Koshiro? My dad's a big like I don't know, grease monkey, whatever you would call him. He loves cars. He's been like restoring a Comet for I don't even know, like 20 something years he's been restoring this car. It's insane. Like he loves cars and shit. And so we were excited to find the Ferrari store for him. It often gets below freezing here in the winter. It just warms up by 30 degrees in the daytime. Oh, because it's technically kind of desert, right? It's 70 degrees here in Arizona, so winter. You know what's weird? I used to go visit my nana in the wintertime in Arizona and Vegas, and I would acclimatize so fast that would start to feel cold. Like, I would lay out at by her pool, in the wintertime when it was, like, 75 and I'd get shivery. Good morning, Boltvie. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. There's a fucking dog. Oh, I got it. Oh my god, the fuzzes. Where do they I swear to god, every fuzz that's in this house migrates to my face. And I have a leaky eye. Motorsports, there you go. Yep. So does and I get it. I think that's really cool too. Like that was one of the few things that my stepdad and I used to do like together when I was a kid is we would go not like I don't even know what they were called, but they were like different types of cars races. So it wasn't like a car that looked like a car, I guess you would say. Like some of them look like these weird box tent things. And it was basically kind of, I think it was like experimental kind of cars to see how fast they would go. But we would go like out in the middle of fuck nowhere, Eastern Washington, and watch these on these tiny tracks. But it was a blast. I had a fun time. I mean, Vex, why would I turn, no one's going to be sad about happy feelings of wholesome snowboarder vids first thing in the morning. It might be good considering BioShock Infinite is so fucked up. Maybe we need some purity first thing in the morning. Good morning, Panic. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. They keep it 25. I actually keep my house. That's the thing. Like, I'm cold, but I don't want my house to be warm. Like, I'm one of those psychopaths who sleeps with a fan on their face in the wintertime. Like, I can't sleep in a hot house or a hot room. It just feels like gross. I don't know what it is. It feels like living in someone's fart. So I keep my house like I think it's 20 C. 70? Good morning, Stajan. How are you, love? The SG Bay Area is a temperate climate. Some of it is rainwood forest, but the fog controls how warm it or cold it gets. In our ocean, it's a fascinating climate. I've never been. It's crazy. I've been to California a million times. Like I could not count the amount of times I've been there for like business or otherwise. I've never been to Northern California. Like the most north I've been was the one TwitchCon where where was it? There was a TwitchCon that happened up more north, but that's the most north I've ever been. I've driven from Washington all the way through Oregon, and then I've done all of Southern California, but I've missed the redwoods a million times. I wanna go see them so bad. SF Barry, I got you. I got what you mean. What the fuck would SG be? Yeah, oh, the ceiling fan's on 24/7. That's me too. I have to have, like, moving air. Like, I have a heater right here, but I have an air purifier on the other side of me blow I can't. I don't know how people sit in, like, stagnant hot air. Oh, I couldn't do it. I gotta have a fan, man. I gotta have the moving air, yeah. Even if I'm cold, like, I don't know, I think I'd rather be cold, almost. Like, I'd rather have a million blankets on me and have a cold room than a warm room and no blankets. It just feels gross. I was so mad CK, my fan in my bedroom oh, no. Took a shit? Fuck off. So you're sleeping without a fan right now? I haven't slept literally, I have a portable fan to bring for when I go to Burning Man so I can have it in my car. Like, I don't know how. That's impressive. I mean, and shitty. I try to keep my home around 68, yep. I would honestly, that's probably the ultimate temperature for me. The only reason I keep it like 71, 70-ish, 71 is the animals. If it wasn't for my pets, I would probably have it a little bit lower, which is sick. But a hot house is so gross. Mhm. I can't sleep if there's not moving air. If it's like silence and there's no moving air on me, I kind of feel I don't know, gross. I don't know another word for it. It just makes me feel gross. A headache? No. Have you drank water? I know that's a really stupid question, but 9 times out of 10 when I start feeling a headache, I chug a bunch of water and it goes away. It's so stupid how easy that is, but it's let's hydrate together, shall we? Hydrate. Headaches are the worst shit ever. Oh, I know. I wanna see see them so bad. Like, I've been, obviously through, like, the Pacific Northwest rainforest and shit up in Washington and Oregon, but it's this weird chunk of the West Coast where I've just missed it, and I wanna go. So I wanna do that drive that does the entire coast. The one is it the Pacific Highway or whatever? Does the entire coast. I've always wanted to do that, I just never had the time, but I wanna do it real bad. Like, those trees I mean, we have some epic trees in Washington State, like, trees where the trunks are so big around, you're just like it's a god, like, you think it's a dryad or something, like, these trees are enormous, but the redwoods are bigger. I gotta see them. Like, gotta see them, dude, migraine. So, I was watching, a stand-up, what was it? Chrissy P. Do you know Chrissy P? She's married to Tom Segura. If you've never watched Chrissy P's stand-up, she's phenomenal, she's so funny. But one of her most like, I think it's her most recent stand-up special. It's an older one, but it's her most recent. She talks about how she married a sociopath because he sleeps with the AC on in the dead of winter, and I'm like, I see things like that, like memes and shit like that every once in a while. I'm like, but I don't know anyone who sleeps in stagnant air. Like, whenever I mention the fan thing, people are like, "Oh, yeah, fan. Gotta have a fan. Gotta have moving air." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is doing this?" Take your shrooms to the redwood forest. Oh my god. Would I get lost and die, though? Is there murder up there? Is that where the weed mountain is, where people were killing each other over pot? Good morning, Mishy. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. This place doesn't feel hot at 25°C. It's all in-floor heating. Oh, that'd be so nice. Imagine. Oh my god. I can't handle the heat either. My bedroom has to be below 15°C ideally, but it's not always doable because of our neighbors. Yep. I mean, I try with my room, but with me and Zach in there breathing all night and then the dogs on top of it, it's hard. But yeah, I can't. I gotta have moving air. Yeah, all the way to the Gulf. It would be amazing, but how long do you think it would take? At least a couple weeks. Because it took me man, it's been a bit. I wanna say it took me, like, 5 days to drive from Washington to Baltimore, and I made, like, 2 or 3 I made, like, 3 or 4 stops probably at, like, national parks and stuff like that, but that was, like, getting to Baltimore because I needed to work. I had a job. So I couldn't really, like, do the sightseeing part of it.
Hail Satan, motherfuckers. But more importantly, yourself.
Highway 1's an amazing drive, sometimes crazy with the cliffs, but incredible. I'd do it. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. We have a very, like, you know, a micro version of that up in Washington. It's called Chuckanut Drive. Washingtonians might know about it. But essentially, you can take the freeway all the way up to Bellingham, where I went to college, and then all the way south. Or you can get off the freeway and take this, like, It's a road just like that one where it just goes along the cliffs of the water. And apparently it's like some old, ancient legendary road, whatever. It's how the people got up there. It's got these really old ancient, like really old stone walls. Like that's the only thing preventing you from like flying off a cliff into the water. But I do it every time. I took Zach there when we went to Washington. I was like, you got to see Chuck and Nut. Ryan Stiles lives there. You mean the trees that used to cover? They used to be all. Oh my god, I can read. You mean the way trees used to be all over the whole American continent? I remember when I was so growing up in Washington State, like most of our history, I guess, classes were given, we learn about the Native Americans. We like it was really weird to move to the East Coast. I found a Native American graveyard in the woods, and I asked my ex, I was like, "Oh, do you know what tribe was here?" No idea. No one has any idea. It's so weird because, we landed on the East Coast and just slaughtered everybody. But on the West Coast, we learn a lot about natives, and I remember learning that there was a tribe on the West Coast that would actually I'm trying to think of how to word it. They would, like, shave pieces of the tree off without killing the tree to make things. So they were able to, like, they never actually took a full tree down. They would use these, like, peelers, essentially, like, peel a log off of the tree and then leave the tree, and that's how they were able to, like, keep the trees. It was amazing. It was really cool. I mean, I learned this in, like, elementary school, so please forgive me if it's very vague, but it was interesting. I mean, just stop breathing. I mean, it happens. Kuro, good morning, love. Good morning, Rod. How are you? I still use the fan in winter. I just face it away from me, which is a normal and completely hinged choice. I totally get it. No, I have to. I couldn't sleep without it. Ups my RAM to 64 gigs. I can open Chrome now. That's so real, though. Thank you. It hurts because it's real. I laugh because I'm uncomfortable. Kelty, my love, I hope you're doing well and I hope your heart is okay. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving Native swings for so fucking long. Yes, we got so much snow and now it's just frigid. It's just cold, it's ice. Thankfully, though, yesterday, because I had meetings and I wasn't streaming, I was able to go out in between meetings and like sweep off my front steps. Like I have like a little tiny porch and then steps that go down to the road. And I was terrified the male person would slip and fall. So I was able to go out and clean off the sidewalk. Thank fuck. That was something before it froze solid. Ooh, I just decided to get back into makeup, which means I need to purge all my old stuff. But what can I keep? Can I keep my eyeshadow palettes? I have so many. Absolutely. Yes. Anything that's a dry, like a pressed powder, a dry powder, it's totally fine. If you're worried about it, like honestly, if you haven't used it for like 6 months, there's nothing in it. Nothing like there's no moisture in it that nothing can live. Like there's no bacteria, nothing can live in it. But if you're worried, just spritz it with alcohol. This is what I use to do my nails. It's just like isopropyl alcohol. Just spritz the top of the entire palette so you see the makeup get like a coating of alcohol and let it soak in, and that'll do it. But yeah, anything powder is usually totally okay. The only things you got to toss out is anything that goes in your eye. So mascara, eyeliner, etc. Anything that goes into a moistness, just fucking because fungal spores can live on that shit. I mean, not live, but they're just sitting there waiting for moisture to like proliferate. Gross. But yeah, yeah. I'm excited. I do that too. I go through phases where I'll go months and I'm just like, fuck makeup. I hate this. I don't want to do anything. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I think I want to be a clown today. It's like, comes out of nowhere. But man, that's the beauty of makeup. You can do whatever you want. The original highway. Is that what it is? Oh my God. Seeing the old pictures of how they clear cut Wisconsin makes me so sad. They have pictures like that in my college town in Bellingham. It's really sad. Yeah. Like where I went to school is like an hour north of Seattle proper. And it's a city, but it's one of those cities where it's like all very crunchy, hippie people. It's mostly comprised of students that just graduated and stayed. And so it's a city, but there's tons of trees. It doesn't look clear cut, but they have pictures like in some of the old historical buildings that show the rainforest that was there before they decided to log it, and then it's just like mud. I mean, I'm sure you've seen these like black and white shots that just show the logging fucking massacre where it goes from being like this intense rich forest that probably elves live in to just mud. It's sad. But I think they're trying to make it better because they're very green up there. Maybe stop using Chrome. Dude, I haven't used Chrome in ages. And people every once in a while someone will be like, "Oh, your browsers are acting weird. Why don't you try Chrome?" And I'm like, "Have you ever looked at how much it takes off your CPU?" Chrome, it runs like 11 processes per tab. One tab will take 30% of my CPU instantaneously. How come Firefox can do it without taking up 30% of my CPU? No browser's perfect, but at least Firefox doesn't bend me over dry. Like, that shit's annoying. Laughter is my balm to the pain. Amen. We laugh because what else do you do? We have no control. Dude, so does Station. A couple people have headaches today, Kelty. I'm sorry. Make sure to seriously, like, I just drink some water, but it's stupid. It feels like stupid advice, but 9 times out of 10 when I feel a migraine coming on or a headache, I drink a bunch of water and it goes away. And then I hate myself because I'm like, how did you just forget to drink water? I always have like 20 beverages around me, but somehow I forget to drink them. Oh my God, Zag, up in Canada, you have no snow yet? What? Usually you're the first. Oh my God, lurk away, my love. Korath, pack your bowl, honeybean. I know. Well, dude, staging. So in our bedroom, we have like a TV hooked up to another computer so we can like watch movies and shit while we go to sleep. And Zach still uses Chrome. And sometimes we'll like sit down to bed and go to press play and like it fucks up, it freezes, it won't play something. And I just watch Zach sit there and struggle with it. And I've so many times, I'm like, can you just use Firefox? Because he gets so mad. And I'm like, you're never gonna beat a Chrome. You're never gonna win here. Chrome is gonna win. Like, just stop. There's no difference. It's just a browser. Ooh, stream. Oh, I think I fixed Discord. Let me see. I had to restart my computer to get it to do it, but yesterday because I had meetings, I had to get Discord to work, and it hadn't been working for ages. It was being a dick. I'll see if it opens. I'm excited for you though. Firefox, it really, I mean, all browsers do the same thing as essentially, but at least Firefox doesn't. I mean, I just don't understand why a browser has to take so many resources. Why? No other browser does that. Why is Chrome 11 processes for a tab? Why? My family told me stories about it. Went along the coast from Aberdeen through Shelton, and yep, and so on through the cities. It even runs through the center of Tacoma still. No shit. It goes that far. I've never taken it past like Bow. If you're familiar with Northern Washington, Bow. What is Bow? Bow is literally not. It's not even a town. It's like 2 people on a farm, but it's up that way. Like I just jump on the freeway after that. I know it's phenomenal. Um, Firefox isn't part of the Google server cluster for processing and analytics. Is that it? Is that it? That's the only. It's so stupid. You laugh because if you don't, you cry. Cry, cry, cry. True. Yeah, I'd much rather laugh. Laughing is way more fun. Cheers, y'all. Really, Z-Bot? Our external site for accessing schedules doesn't work in Firefox? Well, that's some bullshit. You know, that used to happen to me too, though. There, like, I remember working at some hospitals, like, logging in to your portal at home to, like, look at your schedule or, trade days with somebody. I think if I remember correctly, I think I had to have Chrome for that. Which, like, can we just stop making things for Chrome, please? Google's great, but figure your shit out. Figure it out. I got my bowl smoking itself. What do you mean the profile stream? I'm losing the Baltimore in me. Am I? Is it going away? You can't help but like assimilate when you move, right? Like when you live places. But I don't think I will ever assimilate or like whatever you want to say to Colorado because I don't go in out. I don't go into Colorado and like be part of it. I just sit in my house and miss the East Coast. The color of my aura is not purple. I met a beautiful, beautiful woman in a bar, who was hitting on me profusely, and she insisted my aura was purple and orange, like a sunset. Which, I mean, can you be more Baltimore? So I don't know. I don't see auras, so I have no idea. But she was gorgeous. She may have just wanted to have sex with me. She did not know I was from Baltimore, though. This was in Montana. She didn't know. Seriously, the doggos and I mean, yeah. The weed here is phenomenal. Like, Colorado just doesn't have anything for me. Where I can have a normal profile where it's its own history and bookmarks and stuff, and then one for writing, one for uni, one for work. You can't do that with Firefox? I've never looked into it, but I know you can, like, huh, that's kind of lame. I get that though. I get that there's certain things you just need it for. I know. Thank fuck for Maryland. Maryland passed some really weird laws in the past couple years though. Like for instance, they passed a law where there's like one species of tarantula you can't own there, which is very obscure. I'm well aware, but I own a lot of tarantulas. So I think about these things because I will return one day. Watch your asses. Um yeah. There's like, and I don't know why. It's like a poaching thing. I think they want to stop, which is good. I'm all in support of stopping poaching and stopping like, what is it called? Smuggling in shit. Yeah, yep. My friend Psycho, who lives in the city, he sent me an article about it. It's like one species that just can't. You can't. I mean, if I don't even remember what species it is, but if I own it, it's not like I'm gonna get rid of a spider and move the ball. Like I'm just gonna, like who the fuck cares about my spider? You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when states go into these kind of things where they're like, we don't want these kind of animals, it's usually because either they're becoming invasive, which is not possible in Baltimore. It gets way too fucking cold for tarantulas; they would die, or it's because of poaching. Like they try, if they make it illegal to own, then there's no point for poachers to go rip them out of the wild and like smuggle them into this country. So I get it, but the way they go about it is very interesting. Vissy, my love, thank you so much for coming to class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it. It's been so fucking long. Drive safe and be safe. I did. I met an arisexual. She was so gorgeous. I still think about her. She was beautiful. Are you sure you weren't wearing your Oreo hoodie? I wasn't. I was in a tiny dress. I was in a bar. She was gonna pick me up. Oriole's a weird word, and it's a very odd bird. Like for all the years I lived in Baltimore, I never understood why Orioles. I think I saw 3 Orioles in my life, and one was a male, meaning it was actually the black and orange. But the orange is like under their wings, so you don't see it unless they're flying. I don't know. It's an odd, but they're cool, I guess. They're not everywhere. I don't know. Sure. Most who leave never come back. I don't know if I'd go back to Maryland specifically, but I do definitely want to make it back to the East Coast. Yeah. The East Coast is my home. It's where I felt the most comfortable. I felt like I was around my people. Yeah. But Maryland, like the only thing that would drive me away from Maryland is the taxes. And anyone that lives in Maryland knows we get fucking bent over violently. It is horrible because everybody that works in DC and makes big money lives in Maryland and they fuck our taxes. I would half my paycheck working at Hopkins would be ripped from me. Literally almost 50% taxes, dude. They're horrible there. The difference between the people. So everybody kind of has a saying, like there's the sunscreen song where it's like people on the West Coast are soft, people on the East Coast are hard. In my experience and opinion, people are people everywhere. I've traveled internationally all over the world. People are just humans just trying to go about their day. But people on the East Coast, how do I put this? People on the West Coast are super nice to your face. Like super fucking sweet. They will small talk for 2 hours in an aisle of a grocery store because they feel they need to. They feel it's like this like if I don't pretend that I'm having a great time, but the moment you turn your back, they start talking shit. Whereas on the East Coast, they start with the shit, and then they go into more pleasant. And I prefer people that are just like, I have shit to do, and I'm gonna be honest about it. Bye. We all have shit to do. No one likes small talk. I don't want to play the pretend game, and I feel like on the East Coast, there's a whole lot of play and pretend. I mean, West Coast. It's at least in Seattle. It just felt very pretentious, I guess. Fakey pretentious. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the East Coast felt to me like even when you're in a massive city on the East Coast, it feels blue collar. And I'm, born and bred by the rednecks. Like I am very, very blue collar. I don't feel comfortable around. I don't know. I just don't feel like I fit in places where it's like richy rich, like high end shopping and shit like that. And the East Coast, like the richest person is still gonna just wear blue jeans and a fucking t-shirt, and they're just you wouldn't know. I don't know. I appreciate that better, more. And I was born on the West Coast, but I don't know. Every time I go back, I'm like, "Oh, this I don't like these people. These aren't my these aren't my favorite." You can, like, taste the fake in their fucking face. I don't know. Oh, you couldn't have 2 instances with 2 profiles open at the same time? Oh, that's stupid. It is a cute burb, they're so small and you just don't see them anywhere. Laws can be so weird. We live near farms and the local laws say you can own rabbits because you can't own rabbits because they're considered farm animals and would threaten the farms. Is it because they're afraid they're gonna go wild or something and, like, eat all the farm produce or something? Oriole, you thought it was like Ori-ole? Oriole. I've said it too many times now, I'll start weirdly pronouncing it Orioles, yeah. The Oriole, yeah. It's a cute little bird, but I honestly, like, I just don't you don't see him anywhere. They're shy burbs. Best odds are to have the right food in your bird feeder. That's probably it. Honestly, I did have a bird feeder, and that's 2 of the 3 times I ever saw an Oriole was at my bird feeder. I bet that was it, honestly. But they're very small. And I mean, I lived right on the edge of a big, like, reserve, forest reserve, and a water reserve, and I used to go walking in there with the dogs all the time. Never saw them. People from the East Coast are kind, but not nice. People on the West Coast are nice, but not kind. Boom. Amen. BDO just laid it out. There you go. In general, very general. Like, obviously, there are wonderful people all over the world, but the general, like, public, like, feeling I get from the public, I guess you would say. You know what I mean? Up front, yeah. I'm spoiled. Living near, SF, people here are mostly chill, just chill. I've been to SF, it's beautiful. I've just never gone any like, I was in SF for, like, less than 6 hours for a dinner, which sucked. I didn't get to go anywhere, but it was beautiful, and the people did seem really nice. It's kinda funny, the West Coast is either really rich or really poor. There's more of a middle class on the East Coast. I don't know if actually there's more of a middle class, but it feels like it. I would say it feels like it. Thank you, ceiling. Are they? It's very bright in here. Honestly, it might just be the sunshine. Oh, sunshine when she's gone. I think it's because you can farm rabbits for fur or meat, and they don't let you have farm animals here without a special license. But yes, but, like, are people out there farming rabbits on a regular basis? Like, is that a huge market? It just isn't, it's one thing if you were like, "I'd like to have a baby cow in the house," but, like, ra is that oh, maybe it's the snow. It is. It's everything outside is snow, so it's, like, reflecting off of it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Is it intense? It is really, really bright, but it's definitely the snow reflection. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I don't wanna, like, insult anyone or make anyone feel like I'm making jabs. This is just personal experience, what it felt like for me. It felt like on the West Coast, people that are middle class, which is the vast majority of us, just, like, struggling, they pretend to be upper class, and they'll put themselves in existential debt to look like they're upper class. And I didn't really see that. Like, people are fine being fucking whatever on the East. Like, they're just like, "I am what I am, fuck you." You know, like, I've known people that go into literal, like, almost life-altering amounts of debt to, like, buy a Lamborghini, but they live in, like, a shilly apartment that they can barely afford, but it's all about the look. What do you look like? That's what it felt like. Now, granted, I grew up in the middle of fuck nowhere, you know, Rednecksville in Eastern Washington, so, like, this is just personal experience, but that's what it feels like. It's like keeping up with the Joneses, but they can't. Like, you can't, you're not, you know what I mean? The upper class of Seattle is, like, people that own 3 billion, probably millions, I don't even know what the houses cost. It's down on, like, Lake Washington, they all work for Amazon or Microsoft. And they're driving, Teslas and shit. You do see rabbit farms, that makes me sad. Ooh, and a new El Estapario, hold on. Do you see this shit right here? Uh, He does this, and then I won't notice it, and I'll accidentally knob him with my elbow, and I feel so bad. I What are you up to, Bubba? He is my clingy boy. Zach was telling me yesterday, he was like, "I don't know why, but Trick just won't come up to see me on stream." And I'm like, "Yeah, me neither. I really can't get him to get up." We're entering the void. Welcome. Hi, Bubba. You just a good boy. Yeah. Poodles, man. If I could go back in time and tell you my younger self, like, you're gonna own poodles one day. Never, but they truly are like the best. They're so smart. They're so smart and so cute. And they're just good dogs. But like my little, hot topic wearing Marilyn Manson listening high school self would have never. I'd been like, no, I'm gonna have a Doberman pincher with a spike collar. I'm gonna be a badass. But instead I got my furry boy. You got a big head, bud. He's my baby boy. He is a clingy little void boy. Doggos be like that, man. He's my little partner in crime. He just follows me. Like, I don't know. Good morning, Genova. I don't know if he's like interested in what I'm doing, but he just wants to be there for it. I wanted to grab Vex's link before I forgot. He's most for the most part a very, very chill dog. Both of them are. The only time that their chill gets ruined is if there's a squirrel. If there is a squirrel or something to hunt, they poof, fucking pointers. They are hunters. Like, it is wild watching that like instinct kick in. They just be out here poodling. What up, Sean? I will hydrate in a minute. I don't know what I did with my water. Oh, I set it on the ground because it's empty. We'll have to take a break. I gotta fill it up. I think she's on the couch on the other side of my desk. On the back of my desk, I have like the only couch. Our house is so weirdly designed. There's not one wall in the house. Oh, there she is. It's like we summoned her. Hi, Bill. What are you up to, baby girl? Are you sleeping? She's so tired. Yeah, I've got like a couch backed up against the other side of my desk, and they usually both lay on the couch with their heads on the back and just stare at me all day while I stream. Or they're laying behind me. It's one of the two. Greg, oh my god, what's up, Honey Bean? Greg still exists. I know. He's taking on the personality of little Greg. We Greg, the spider, who also goes underground for 8 months a year. It's fine. We respect it as long as it comes back. I know. He was just telling me that he's like, I cannot get Trick to like jump up on me in my stream room. Trick will just walk away. Like, he doesn't want to do it for some reason. I don't know why though, because he loves a snuggle. Talk about squirrels. Oh man, They will go. I mean, it's wild how they change so fast when they see something they wanna hunt. Greg will come out for this sexy lady. Dude, can you imagine if little Meg turned out to be a girl and little Greg turned out to be a boy and then we had little Greg Megs? Oh my god. That's my theory of X, honestly. And his desk, he has like his desk is like it's meant to be like in the corner of a room. So it does this kind of V out and he's in the middle of it where I have like a table. Mine's just like a cheap old fucking IKEA table. So there's lots of room for him. I feel like they're not, you know what I mean? I think honestly, I think the same thing. It's just the setup. I've got all this. I set up because I know they're gonna sit under me all day. So I design my stream room around my dogs. He's such a good boy. That little milk chin. My little old man. He's just such a good little void. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, is that a good itch? Oh, that's the best itch, Mom. Is that good? Do you need to go outside? I need water. We could do that. No. What the fuck? Do you want to go outside? Pop right in the eye. I love dogs. They're just the best. They're just the best. Hold on, my chat jumped. Poodling this shit out of shit. They really do. Poodles are weird. They're almost too smart. Like it kind of freaks me out sometimes, the intelligence and then the dumb. Yeah, Lil takes Lil. Oh, she's so smart. Ceiling, seriously, Lil will bait him away from me because she wants to snuggle and he's always up on me. Like she'll go, like say if it's I'm just like doing kitchen shit and I have the back door open, she'll go out in the yard and find a bone or a horn or something, and then she'll start to like play with it in front of him, like, "Ooh, look how much fun I'm having," and he'll be like, I want to have fun," and he'll trot over and he'll get it from her, and she will sprint to me. By the time he turns around, she's like up on my lap, and he's like, Bob, I don't know what happened." She's too smart. It's wild. I watch her do it multiple times. Or like she will instigate like the behavior that there's a squirrel, but there isn't a squirrel. She does. I watch her do it just to fuck with him. Like she'll sprint at the fence like there's something, and he'll freak out like, "Oh my god, there's something!" And then she just trots away like, "Dumb bitch." Dude, Mogrins wouldn't be shocked. Bill wouldn't be shocked at all. You're too intelligent for your own good. Literally, yeah. She was Lilith, never Eve. Yeah. Trick's too pure. He really is. He's my pure, innocent, like dopey. He's like a himbo dog, you know? Just innocence. He's Kronk, you know? He's just here for a good time. And Bill's like, I'm here to ruin your time. Bill. Okay. He's Knuff. Trick is Knuff. Queen Freak, my love. Good morning. Good morning, Celestial. She's got the smarts. They both do, but she's conniving, you know? They are. I mean, I love my ladies. Like I love Millie was the most perfect creature in the world. We all know this. My pug. Rest in peace. Millie was perfect. But like when we were thinking about getting dogs together, I was like, I want a boy. Cause I love the girls, man. But like Millie would do the same shit. I remember she looks like she's conniving. Like Trick looks at you and it's Lilith looks at you and it's she's thinking. I like my big dumb boy. He's simple and he just wants to snuggle and it's perfect. Skullduggery, thy name is Lil. Literally though. Kuro, fuck yes. And they like to murder Zeke by tackling him into the sewing box. He had me check his back that night and there was like a big red welt and it hit him like in the spine. There was a big red welt, but there's no bruise, but it still hurts. I was like, "Fuck, dude, you hit something deep." Like, he must have. He's like 6'2", like, a big dude falling down on a square box. Holy crap. Ow. I would not want that. She is. She is taking notes. She's thinking. Forget doggos playing poker. These doggos are playing Lords of Waterdeep. It was point on point. I think it hit his spine. Like, I think it hit his, like, you know, the bumps. The Stegosaurus bump. I call them my Stego bumps. I have them in the back of my neck. Stego bumps. Yeah, he slammed that straight into a wooden box. And, like, to be fair, it could have been a lot worse. I got a lot of weird shit in this room, like drills and shit Dremels and all sorts of stuff because I do a lot of crafting. It could have been worse. I'm glad nothing stabbed him. You know what I mean? Like, I could have had. What if I had like my soldering iron out? Oh my god. Oh my god. I miss Little Pug Wednesday, Pugsley Adams. Always actually so satisfied with her name since she first heard it as a puppy. That is pretty perfect. These guys actually had names because breeders often name the puppies just so they can like separate them and know which one you want when you look at them or whatever. And Bill's name was Fawn, and Trick's name was Asher. And she really does though. When she lays down, like curls up on the couch, she looks like a deer. She has the exact like coloring of a deer. She really does. It sometimes we sit there and we're like, you were a fawn, but you're a Lilith, but you were a fawn. Are you just a good girl? You need a haircut like I need a haircut. I kind of like when I can't see their eyes because they look a little dopier. I really wish I had some fucking eggs right now. I'd fuck up some Hawaiian French toast roll. Oh, I mean, find a chicken. Petition to stop using established medical terms and start using dino terminology. I mean, they're way more fun. Like, if I said whatever that protuberance was, the actual name of it coming out of your vertebrae, I don't even know anymore. I used to know all of these names. I don't know what it is anymore. Most people would be like, I don't, what the fuck, are you speaking Latin? But if I say stego bumps, everybody knows what a stegosaurus is. It's the spine bumps. Is it the lamina? I thought it was lamella. See this, I don't remember now. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Uh, I did know all of this at one point. I actually got like an A minus in anatomy and physiology, which was phenomenal. I am not an A student by any means. I'm a strong C. Nope, lamina is the curve. It's the spinous process. Spinous process. I knew it was a process. Good job, Katie. Everything's a process. Everything's a process. Zygomatic process, acromion process. Everything is a process. It's not that good of a guess. Yes, spinous. Spinous. The spinous process is your stego your stego bump, and then so you know how there's like 3 bumps? The spinous is the middle one. The side ones are the transverse processes, and then the dip, that's the lamina. Or not the dip, but that bone that makes the dip is the lamina. Man, I can't remember. It's been a bit. It's been a bit. C's get degrees, A fucking men. Honestly, the only reason I think I got I got really good grades in anatomy and physiology, it's so intense. You go to class 5 days a week for 6 hours a day, the same class. Like, you're in it for 6 hours, and you're with your same group, and, like, we would stay after class and study with our pod, and it was just, like, so intense. It's burned into you. Man, it was crazy. I thought it was lamella, but it's lamina. Yeah, what is the lamella? I feel like lamella is something, but I've said it too many times. PC lighting? I love how human naming conventions are either complicated as fuck or as literal as possible. Oh yeah. I mean, most of the like nerves and shit like that and tendons and whatever, I would have to make up little rhymes or like little songs in my head to remember them. because there's so many. I mean, I don't have a skull that cracks in half, but, like, if you took the jaw off of a skull and then put the skull upside down and you looked at the bottom of it, I had to memorize everyone in the class did, and we did, which is crazy. I could not name any of it today, but you had to memorize, like, every divot and bump, and they're so small, and there's tons of them. In, like, the base of the skull, we had to memorize all that shit. It's insane, and the fact that I could do it was wild. But most of them I had to come up with a song to remember or some sort of rhyme or, like, spinous process, stego, I'll remember it 'cause it's an S. I had to make, like, there's a name for that. It's, mnemonics? Mnemonic devices, I think is what it is. I have to make those because I don't have, like, a rote memory kind of brain. I can't do, like, flashcards and memorize shit, and, there's some, though, that like, for instance, you have a nerve. I feel like I talk about this nerve all the time, but it's one of my favorites. You have a nerve going from your brain to your liver, and it's called the vagal nerve. But vagal sounds a lot like Vegas, and in Vegas, you destroy your liver, so vagal Vegas. That's how I would remember nerves. That's the only way I could remember shit is, like, doing these little misnomers in my head. I don't know why, broken a little bit. But what's interesting is that Elvis is, like, quintessentially Vegas, and Elvis died on the toilet by bearing down too hard, pinching his vagal nerve, radiating out and dying on the toilet. His heart stopped because he pushed too hard pooping, which is totally possible. It can happen to everybody. Don't stay constipated. But, like, that whole circle of connection I will remember all of that forever because I do that in my head. I have to. It's the vagal nerve, but vagal sounds like Vegas, so vagal, I believe, because it's a vagal. You vagal out is if you're pushing too hard in the toilet and pass out. Because what happens is if that nerve gets pinched, it causes your heart rate to start to slow down really, really drastically, bradycardia. And so what happened to uh, Elvis, on top of, probably excessive drug use, uppers and downers and whatever, everybody was being put on that shit back in the day because they didn't really realize how dangerous it was. His heart was probably not in the best condition to begin with, but then, you bear down really. But it's also a good trick if you ever feel your heart rate racing for no reason or you're feeling kind of anxious, bear down like you're taking a shit, but don't shit your pants, and you can actually self-regulate and slow your own heart rate down. With reason, be careful. Interesting though. Lamela shamala lama ding dong. Your mom's a process. That's how I still remember kings play cards on fuzzy green skulls. What is that? Have you read every single book in that shelf behind you? Yeah, minus 1 or 2. Most, if not all of the books behind me right now are, like, reference medical terminology books or D&D manuals. But I also keep, like, my treasures. I have, like, vintage books and shit, like, first editions out here, and a lot of those I haven't read because 'cause I've read them before and I don't wanna ruin these copies because 'cause they're, like, first editions, you know? So I guess technically, but, like, yeah. Yeah. I would. Yep. Yes. That's the simple answer. There's a lot of, like, reference manuals up there, like, I did not read the DSM from front to back, but I've read it a lot and referenced it for papers and shit, you know? Does that count? I want a bagel nerve. And then I remember autumn is fall because leaves fall down. What's autumn, though? Where did autumn come from? Oh, so the lamella is something, though. We knew it was a word. A thin layer plate or membrane, especially any of the calcified layers of which bone is formed. Is that the growth plate? Is the growth plate the lamella? I wonder if I'm gonna have to look it up. I think that might be it. Instructions unclear. I shit everyone's pants. Oh my god, stop autoplay. YouTube Shorts, though. They need to get their shit together. They autoplay and I can't go back, so now we just have to play it from the middle. Fuck you, motherfucker. Good morning, Viata. Ooh, Stabby. A lot of people are having a rough day. Like half of chat has a migraine and shit, so you'll be in good company. Oh, Kingdom, Phylum, Class, Order, Genus, Family, Species. What was your act? Kings play cards on fuzzy green skulls. That's a pretty good one. Actually, I've never heard that one before. Oh, I mean, I'm not like this isn't my only bookshelf. I don't like this one's double stacked. I don't know if you can tell. It's doubled. I have other books. Like this is the books where I've read them, and then the other bookshelves I have are ones that I haven't read yet. I have a whole like organization system. Is the problem? Stools. Did I say skulls? Fully fuzzy green stools. Skulls. I mean, yeah, fuzzy green socks. Munchkin is really fun. You ever play Phase 10? Phase 10 is a good one. I'm not stabby yet. It's the beginning of the day. You've got time. I love a good French toast. Dude, it's been the same. Yeah. I'm trying not to be salty that some idiot has given me and half my building COVID. I'd be salty. This snow started, isn't supposed to stop till Wednesday. Welcome to hell. I'm already there. That's why it's so fucking bright in here right now. That's the snow, the light reflecting off snow and then coming through like blackout curtains. I fuck you not. From 20-foot away windows. That's what this is. It's really bright. Oh, they knew and came into work. They're a selfish asshole. For people who shave every part of their body, do people also shave their knuckle and toe hair? Wait, there are people who shave their body? Why? Why would you shave your whole body? Yeah, I would guess swimmers, athletes, because you're just gonna, I mean, within 24 hours, you're gonna go from soft peach fuzz to like the stubble of hell on your whole body? That sounds horrible. Ooh. Yeah, like swimmers, athletes, like any kind of thing, contact sport, probably you'd not want hair on your chest. I imagine it would like pull or something. I mean, one of my brothers shaved his arms in high school because someone, I don't know why, honestly. I still to this day don't know why. And he's a blonde, like blonde, like white blonde, like he had white blonde arm hair. Still to this day, I don't understand why he did that. I don't know. Do people have hair on their toe knuckles? Probably, right? I don't remember the last time I got that close to my toe knuckle to know if there's hair there, to be honest. Phase. Phase 10. Phase 10 is really fun. If you like card games that are like, you know, not just using a normal deck of cards, but it's a card game that you can sit down with people. The rules are super simple and it's really fun. We usually play it every holiday with my parents because they can get it and it's a blast. My hobbit toe, oh yeah, like hobbit toe hairs. Yeah, stay as hairy as they've always been. Yeah, like body hair's there for a purpose. Self-harm, abuse, swimmers, insecurity. I mean, yes. I mean, I like to I hope no one is so insecure they shave their entire body, but yeah. Trichophobia? Trichophobia. Is that the one where you're afraid of honeycombs? Yeah, ghetto, I've heard I think my sister's been doing that when she on her legs or something. It's like sugaring. Bicyclists, yep. I think some runners do too, like for aerodynamics or something. Many trans femmes shave their whole bodies to get rid of. Okay, that is obviously a very valid what's the word? Outlier. Yep. Many trans femmes shave their whole bodies to get rid of the manly thick hair. I would imagine then they would definitely be shaved if they had hairy toe knuckles. I would imagine you'd probably shave your hairy toe knuckles, right? If you're going through the effort of doing everything else, I would imagine, yeah. Humans, I mean, even where you think you don't have hair, like, there's peach fuzz everywhere. I can't feel it, but I know it's there because I have, ripped latex off my fucking body, and it hurt. Oh my god. And then I went down the rabbit hole in regards to things people do. Oh my god, knives. Speaking of swimmers, I don't know if you've run across, like, algorithms are weird on these websites, right? Somehow, I started getting these videos of swimmers taking their hair out, but not just swimmers. They're the kind of, what are they called? It's the swimming where they're, like, in a circle and they have lipstick and shit on and they, like, their legs kick and they're, like, synchronized swimming. Synchronized swimming? Synchronized swimming, right? Yes, synchronized swimming. I started getting these videos suggested to me that were these girls taking their hair out, and I fuck you not, they coat from here all the way back, they coat their hair in liquid latex. That's how their hair stays shiny and perfect while they're doing all this shit in the water. I had no idea, but they sit there with a comb and, like, rip it out. It's weirdly satisfying to watch, but also a horror. It's a horror. It's horrific. But I had no idea. Like, I don't know. I don't watch synchronized swimming. Maybe I just don't think about these things, but it's like it looks like half an inch of gel on their head, but they start, like, sticking a comb in it and you can hear it like ripping out. I've accidentally, like, gotten liquid latex on these baby hairs. Have you ever accidentally ripped one of these out? It makes you cry. I c ugh, I don't even think these people don't have baby hairs. They don't. They can't. They can't have these little ones because these would rip out in that shit they're combing out. It's wild to look at, though. I get sent down a lot of weird rabbit holes that way and end up learning a lot of interesting things. It's very odd. I don't know how it happens, but it does. Oh, that's trypophobia. Trippa is a hole in Greek. Okay, what's trichophobia? Afraid of hair? Oh my god, Vissy, no. 45-minute drive for and I have no words for that. Yeah, Steven, it was a stupid question on my part. Like, we have body hair everywhere. There's peach fuzz even when you don't know it. Like, it's everywhere. If I look close enough, like, I have a cowlick literally through my face. And if I, like, shine a light and look at the peach fuzz, I can see the swirl and it fucks my eyelashes up on that side. It's weird. There's hair everywhere. Anywhere there's a pore, right? Which is basically anywhere on a mammal. I have spots on my legs that are hairless from just, like, my jeans rubbing against the spot. Denim will do this over time. My stepdad, because he wears, like, really, like, a little bit over the calf, like, hardcore steel-toed boots and, like, wool socks and shit from construction, he doesn't have any hair on his calves. My dad has a line below his knee, and then it's just hairless. And it's literally just rubbed off. Okay, so autumn has some interesting roots. Okay, no shit. I've never thought about it, but I never knew why autumn was autumn. Not sure how accurate what I read on the net is, but if it is, then it entered English from French and entered French from Latin, but it is actually derived from an Etruscan word for the passing of the year. Autumnal. Huh. That'd be cool. I have no idea. Honestly, that would check out. Like the gorilla, it looks like the Gorilla Glue lady, but, like, yeah, horrible. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. I recently saw in my opinion, a worse story than Gorilla Glue lady. You just reminded me. You unlocked a critical. I wanted to tell you guys about this because it's so fucked up, and I had completely forgot. But first, I have to pee so bad. I drank all my water. I have no tea. I have no coffee. I'm dying. I need to go get a beverage because I am dry. So, break real quick, but remind me, I don't have any words. I don't. It's one of those. This is another conversation slash situation where we're going to be talking about how fucking dangerous TikTok is. Super danger. My mouth's sticking together. I'll be right back. I need to flow. That's on me. Sorry, I just had to do a stretch and I got out of breath. Someone come pack this joint for me. I'm being lazy. Dude, you ever have one of those moments where you're like, man, I just really want to smoke a bowl, and you go to your grinder and there's no weed ground up and you're just like, fuck. Why am I like this? Like, how come sometimes grinding weed feels like a chore? The ad is done! Welcome back. Thank you to all of you who sit through those stupid ads. I am not part of any ad incentive program or anything, but ads are gonna run no matter what because it's the internet. So at least I have control over them, and I try to run them during my breaks, but I forgot to hit run ad because I had to pee so bad. I apologize. What ad? Fuck yeah. I'm glad you didn't get. I mean, it's like it's a hit or miss whether you'll even see an ad when I run the little ad thing. It's basically it depends on when when the last time you got one was, or if you have, I don't know, get an ad blocker. There is a dog fuzz on my face. Get off. It's Catholic weed guilt. I blame my scold mother and Catholicism. You think so? Sounds like a doing the dishes moment. Yeah. Go to make a nice cup of coffee in the morning and none of your good mugs are clean. Been there, done that. Yeah. And it's just laziness. It's not it takes 2 seconds to grind weed, but it's like I think it's like an interruption in your flow. You know what I mean? I think there's like, you're like going about your business, you're doing something, you're like, I want to smoke some pot. And you go to do that and having to grind the weed and everything like interrupts that flow. And I get like a little mad about it. Having one of those moments now, I forgot to rinse my bongs, so I was going to pack the joint instead, and now I gotta grind weed. Yeah, it just keeps getting complicated. Dude, me too. I don't know how I've broken coffee mugs, but I've broken so many, like, break the handles off of them somehow. Like, I have a lot of coffee mugs I still use, they just don't have a fucking handle anymore. Zacatecas, good morning, love. I mean, Turbo's the best, honestly. I had Turbo for so many fucking years, I think I might still have it. It's ads, I hate them too, and it's so weird. Do you ever find now if you like I haven't had cable in 5,000,000 years. I mean, I had cable for maybe 5 years of my life and then got rid of it. But now if I go like, if I travel and I'm stuck in a hotel or something, and I'm just putting the TV on for background noise and I see commercials, it's weird. Like, I kinda get entranced by them. 'em. I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I haven't seen ads in a while. These are weird." There is a dog fuzz. I'm gonna go crazy. My stone does. Yeah, dropping him when being all high and trying to cook. See, I haven't even dropped him over. Knocking him over, yes, definitely. I talk with my hands, and that's my worst habit. There's a dog fuzz just floating around, and it keeps touching me. I'm gonna die. I finally did a salt. I did like a salt vinegar rinse on it, or not salt, salt and alcohol rinse. So I got all that black shit off. It looks so dirty in this lighting. It's new water. I know. I really wish Prime did the same thing. Honestly, that's why I like don't forget your Prime subs. I feel like I annoyingly say that a lot, but like the sheer amount of Prime subs that aren't used make it so they don't want to utilize it, you know? Oh my god, yes. This album's phenomenal. Oh, yes. That's literally what this isn't this song on here? Yeah, this song is on here. Oh yeah, that's where I got this one. Right, Scotticus, and that's like my stepdad said a quote or whatever when I was a kid that I've pretty much taken with me forever since then, and it was like, if they have to make an ad for it or a commercial, it can't be that great, right? I got the fuzz. Oh my god. They're everywhere. My cousin wanted to watch football while we were cooking. Turkey Day commercials are weird. They are, and they get weirder and weirder, man. They're so bizarre these days, and it's for products I've literally never heard of in my entire life, which is Spotify has gone non-responsive. We're having a great time. Okay, it's back. We're good. Ugh, Autobots transform and roll out.
At dawn we ride.
Thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings with that fucking Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime subs. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can sub once a month to any streamer ever. We get paid just the same. And Bezos makes millions of dollars and does nothing for the world. Maybe stop shoving a $5 bill up his greasy G-string asshole. Yeah. Yeah. Amen. Thank you for that, love. I appreciate you. I acquire all my video content, so no commercials, but I got a server of 106 terabytes and 20 terabytes is free. Oh my God, Zag. You want to know this is, okay, funny quick story. So just in terms of like how crazy things have changed, like in terms of, like the size of computer stuff, I remember being in college and like there's, Pirate Bay or whatever, there's all those torrenting servers, websites, whatever. On my college campus, there was a very specific one. It was called Shakespeare. And it was feeding off of one student's entire like library of, it was like music, movies, it was everything you could imagine. And you could download anything off this thing in 2 seconds. I could get an entire movie in like less than 30 seconds. And this was when the internet wasn't great yet. So that was pretty phenomenal. But I remember like it was like no one knew who the student was, because obviously this wasn't like above board. It was kind of creepy, or not creepy, but maybe illegal. I don't know. And it was like legendary. Like everybody would like talk rumors about this student, and what people like the big flex was like, this guy has 2 terabytes of storage in his dorm. Like, holy shit. Like, if we were just like, what does that even look like? Does he have a wall of computers? And that wasn't that long ago. It's wild to think of that now. Or like thinking back on my very first digital camera I ever had was a little Canon something, and it was 2.5 megapixels. And it was like 200 and something bucks. I don't know. It's just weird. Technology has fucking leaped. Because it's not that long ago, really, in terms of like actual historic time passing. Amen, Queen. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And thank you for that Prime sub. Do not forget thine Prime subs. I appreciate you. It's either expensive, shitty, gonna give me cancer, or just shittier of another option that you know is better than yours. Yes. Taking money away from Bezos makes me erect too. Same. Hard same. Yeah. Good day, Badash. How are you, love? How much money did he spend on that back then? Because 15 years ago, terabytes of storage would have cost hundreds, thousands. I have no idea. Like, he must have had some. I never knew who it was. I was friends with the nerds, but I was like I was friends with all my friends in college. My dorm was it was all computer science people, which was weird. But my whole dorm consisted of computer science people, and so that's who I became friends with. It's like engineers and CS people. And they taught me what terabytes were. Like, they taught me that this was, some astronomical amount, and we were just blown away. I remember being so impressed at the fact that some student on campus had 2 whole terabytes of storage. Like, wow, what does that even look like? I had one of the floppy disk digital cams. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's old. Bombies, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings that Prime sub. I know I've said it a lot, but seriously, if you've got a Prime sub, like, just use it somewhere. You don't have to use it here. In no way, shape, or form is that pressure. Just somewhere. Find someone who needs a smile and go throw your Prime at them. Because if you even take, like, you don't even have to do the actual math. Like, just generally conceptualize all of the Amazon Prime accounts out there that aren't being used. Like, I think if every single person with an Amazon Prime account subbed to someone on Twitch, like, we could all eat. Like, it's so much. It's crazy. And he's just raking it. You know what I'm saying? And we get paid exactly the same. Prime subs don't fuck us in any way. So please use them, and I appreciate you. Jay motherfucking Sparkle Storm! I love you. Hey, Boo Thang. How you doing, Honeybean? Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I appreciate you. I was also friends with all my friends in college, almost by definition. You know what? Dude was actually the head librarian using the school servers. I don't even know if the school had servers. I mean, this was back, like, maybe. No, we were signing up for classes online at this point. I mean, it was janky as fuck and didn't work very well and was really slow, but they were trying to get us to do it. Yeah. Yeah, we got the snow a couple we got it the night of Thanksgiving. It just pummeled us, and now it's just so cold. I wanna up my storage as well. Well, isn't it like the more storage you have, the less it's like a good idea, right? Having free storage. I completely forgot about Prime. I signed Prime again a couple months ago. Get it. If someone hits me with their Prime, that's the one sub you can only give to one person. That's the ultimate compliment. It really is. And people that resub with the Prime, like Prime, the only like I guess in my opinion, because I'm forgetful, Prime doesn't auto resub. So if you don't make it to that person's channel by the time your sub is up, you have to like it'll relapse, you know what I mean? Or whatever, and you have to like go resub. So when people like consistently resub with a Prime, that is so fucking flattering because it means they literally they're there often enough. Like, that's a huge compliment. Yeah. Up my storage, up yours, bitch. Prime is the masturbation of subs. You can't just give a handy and call it masturbation. It's something else. It's like with help. Colorado, Denver. I mean it's pretty inevitable that we're gonna get snowed on. I should be used to it. I just kind of secretly pray it just won't happen. 216. Holy shit a fuck. Is it like how big is a 4K like movie, for instance? See, I haven't torrented in so long. I was, yes. I was. I miss it a lot, honestly. Krampus bells for the weird childrens like me? Fuck yes. You know, in Baltimore, they actually have a Krampus, like, I don't know if it's an official thing, but there's a Krampus parade, party, whatever, around Christmas where a bunch of people dress up like really epic looking Krampus, Satan type devil, like Krampuses, and they walk the streets and they'll just grab people and spank them, or they'll bring you up on a church, like a church stairway and spank you. It's hilarious. It's incredible. And the costumes are phenomenal. It's so good. Is it on December 8th? Is that when they do it? It's so cool. If you're on the East Coast in the Baltimore area, please go. Exactly. Snow in the mountains in winter? Oh, what? Who would have thunk such a thought? Thank you for the fucking hype train, by the way. Cheers. I just noticed. I don't think I could ever enjoy being cold. Wow. The Lord of the Rings extended trilogy in 4K is about 30 gigabytes each. I had no idea. Wow. Okay, it makes a lot more sense now, Zag. Yeah. Cheers. Holy shit. 4K movie usually 15 to 60? Wow. You know what's funny, Duck? I was literally talking about that earlier this morning. Um, I don't even know how we got on the conversation, but I was saying like I will make it back to the East Coast. Like I'm just not a Colorado person. I'm not an inland person. I'm a coast person. I need the ocean. I miss the ocean. I need it. I don't know if I'll go back to Maryland though, not because of anything that had to do with Maryland or Baltimore. Like I really liked Maryland, but those taxes. Oh my god. Never in my life have I seen almost half my paycheck be ripped from my hands because of taxes. And I'm pretty positive it's because all the people that work in DC that make big money live in Baltimore. They live well, not in Baltimore, but in Maryland, and therefore they fuck our taxes. Oh, it's terrible. I think yeah, I don't know the tax numbers anymore, but man, it was bad. The Maryland taxes are so bad. Like really bad. The worst I've ever experienced. I want to watch. I was waiting for this song to end. It's got like 30 seconds, but I want to watch this short by our wonderful drum god before we jump into the game. Bitch, fuck, fart. Don't come to Canada. Why? No income tax states are very nice. In unrelated news, I rewatched the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended edition this week. Is it still amazing? I watched them like a month ago. I watched them. There's one of those that's one of those movie trilogy series, whatever, that I can just put on in the background. I almost don't need to watch because I know everything's I know what's happening just by hearing it. It's like comfort. And well, I wasn't even part of a union like that. Like I don't can't even imagine what that would have done to me. I looked up the Middle Earth collection, and which is all 6 movies extended bonus stuff. 1.78 terabytes. Oh, that made me cold sweat. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure the taxes are state and not just Baltimore specific, but they could. I don't know. I worked in Baltimore, like I worked at Johns Hopkins in the city proper, but I lived in city limits as well. I don't know. I think taxes are a state thing, not and they your job and stuff. They don't necessarily have to do with just the city. I don't think. Am I smarter than a fifth grade? Like than the entire fifth grade? Probably not. I've heard VA is fucked as well. Yeah, yeah, it sucks. I mean, they're just taxes. I mean, I'm not one of those people who's anti-taxes. Like, if taxes are going to a good thing, please bend me over. But man, you're basically making up for everybody else, and it just feels fucked up. Once at an old call center job, I LimeWired for stop music. Spotify is not responding. It just keeps not responding. I LimeWired 4 shoeboxes of music in a day to discs. That is hot. It's like Star Wars, exactly. Yep. Just hearing, like, you guys know, there's some songs like that where the smallest millisecond starts, and you're like, oh, I know exactly what's happening. You just hear like, oh, it's weird how brains work like that, but it like triggers like vital memories. And I've just seen same with Star Wars. Like I've seen them so many fucking times. I can put them on in the background, and they're just epic and comfortable and magical, exactly as Gothic. Like they give you that heartwarming magic feeling. Yeah. I think I've decided that the Warg Attack is my favorite battle. It's so fucking good. Did you like The Hobbit? Because I really liked The Hobbit, and for some reason people hated it. Like I hear in general people don't like the Hobbit movies. I very much enjoyed them, and I thought Benedict Cumberbatch did a great Smaug. Healthcare, please. Healthcare where? In this economy? Okay, so like I said, YouTube Shorts, they start on their own just by me clicking the tab. So it autoplayed a little bit into the video, and I have no way of rewinding it, so we just have to start from there. But we can watch it. We'll probably watch it twice because Ellis DePario, and he's a god. I just don't want. I want to see this. It's a new one, and I'm excited. Hold on. You know what, Z? You bring up a valid point. Neither have I. Uh, huh. The Hobbit was my favorite book. Maybe that's why. But no, I've never rewatched The Hobbit. I like watched them all, thought they were really good, and then just keep rewatching Lord of the Rings. She brings up an excellent point. They're not interesting. Dude, Doug. Thank you, motherfucker. This is the new one. I'm excited. Hold on, let me make sure volume's okay. I just didn't want to forget about it and get into the game and then fucking space my space cadet brain. And it's muted. Of course it is. That's pretty good. I want to watch it from the beginning though, so I'm gonna rewatch it. Don't go down. There we go. Okay. YouTube shorts. I'm confused by them. This guy's fucking amazing, comrade. I couldn't even. He's incredible. He like drum god. I don't know. There are no words. There's so much going on. He does. He has 8 plus brains at least. You know, Knives, I agree. I really liked Thor and Oakenshield. I liked the dwarves, to be honest. I really liked the dwarves. I thought they were really cool. Their song was beautiful. And I liked the dragon. Like, I thought Benedict Cumberbatch did a really good job at, like, his, you know, little spiel he does. Yeah, oh, man. If you've never seen this guy before, hold on. It's just not responding. There we go. I clicked so long ago. What year is it? I'll show you a full video of his just so you can get a taste before we do anything else. He's incredible. Let's see. He does. Toxicity System of a Down is fucking amazing, and it's a new one. He does Muse Nights of Sidonia. What would be like a good like check this fucker out song? Trying to think. He does so many. I mean, they're all incredible. I couldn't make a bad pick. This is just like those drawing books that are like, how to draw an owl. First, draw a circle. Then, oh my God, do you remember those ads that were in the back of magazines like that? It was like, we can teach you how to be an artist. Draw a circle. Now it's a turtle. Look at you go. Oh, I think we've seen Sunfire. I think so. Sunfire's incredible. Let me see. I'm just going to pick one. I just want you to see his talent because there's Take on Me. What's a really just, I have a hard time thinking of one where he does like crazy, complicated shit because that he always does. Memory Unlocked. Yeah. I used to stare at those as a kid like I could be an artist if my mom would just stop being a stupid cunt and pay for this because I could turn a circle into a turtle. Overdroid. I kind of get that a little bit. It felt a little bit more, yeah, more Hollywooded. Any of the Slipknot stuff's phenomenal. I mean, I love Slipknot. I feel like I play those a lot and I didn't want to like kill them, but they are. I mean, Slipknot is legendary for, you know, difficult drums. And let me see what Slipknot songs do you have? Does he do Duality, I think? He does Duality. And Sick. I know System of a Down's the other ones I play all the time, so I didn't want to spoil them. Or I mean, I just don't want to, you know, wear them out. I tend to do that. I think that's a terrible habit of mine. This is Slipknot Duality though. Good song. Where someone's taken a metal song and unmetaled it, and I liked it better. Like I almost always will like it metalified more. Like making a. I need to move that curtain. Sunshine, can you just get over yourself? You're a little intense right now. It's the snow. Oh, the snow is making everything bad. Sorry about my halo. It's just so bright outside. Yeah, it's the glare because my curtain doesn't even normally go that far. It's the glare. It's terrible. I'm sorry. You can't just stop through the fire and flames. I have an Apple. I know he actually covers it. There was one more video I had that Barilla gave me that is him talking about what one-handed licks, which I guess is him literally talking about how to drum and doing drums. I'll throw that link at you guys if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I've never. Seems cool. L. Motherfucking L. Thank you so much for summing the class, keeping the classy live, and giving it swings. To
another 3 years, my love. May they be wondrously strange and uncomfortable. Amen.
Hallelujah, hail Satan. Whoa, you rolled the credits notion on my time at Sandrock. What would you say, like, out of 10? Out of 10 stars. I mean, I know you played the fuck out of it, but, like, now that it's done, what would you say? No shit, that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's a pretty good score. I gotta pee so bad. I just have to pee all the time. Hold on. This is gonna be EDM, allegedly. What? And I mean this sincerely in the ever-living fuck was that? I had a viscerally bad, bad reaction to that. I don't like it. I have to pee, so I'm gonna go pee, but I'm gonna help your music boner because not only were we cock blocked, but mine's crawling up inside me now from that. I'll be right back. And you're welcome. Some real music. I'd take your 80 any fucking day. It's so cold. Man, I mean, it's not I mean, it's cold inside, but, like, you get used to it, and then I open the door, and it's just like, it, like, rips the breath out of me. It's fuck, I don't even know. What is it outside? It's probably not that bad. I'm just a pussy. I fully expect it to be, like, what, 40 degrees, probably. Oh, it's 24 degrees, so it's, like, relatively cold. That's cold, right? That's cold. Can I be cold? Ugh. Cool. All right. Sick. I'm not totally fucked. I mean, I know, like, it's because the weather here just changes so drastically. You don't have any time to acclimate, you know? It goes from 90 to 40 so fast that it, when it's 50 degrees, it feels freezing because it just is instant, man. Fucking, and the fucking snow is still there and it's frigidly, like, frozen solid. Brrr, oh, my bones. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. My little dragon's a space heater. She keeps my feet seas toasty. Without this thing, I'd be dead. I'd have to wear so many layers. Brr, fuck. It literally rips the breath out of your body. It's so fuck cold. And it's misleading because it's really bright and sunny out. So it's like my body thinks it's gonna be toasty and it's totally not. I don't know. How did I snowboard? I think I just froze to death and just went with it. I'm sorry I hated that EDM version. But I mean, I have yet to hear a metal song taken into a soft place and liked it, but I like a lot of songs taken into the metal place. I don't know. That was terrible. I had layers, true, and was using muscles and moving and shit. That probably did a lot. Quench that thirst, take your joy, and remember you're loved always. Amen.
Did you take your joy today?
Oh, Richard Cheese is
Never
pretty
forget to
good.
take your joy,
He's pretty
and I
fantastic.
guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Oh yes, far back. Wait, back in my day. Yeah, he did Nine Inch Nails. I want to fuck you like an animal. So I binged all of his shit. Oh god, Viad, I hope you guys keep power. You guys have wood and shit for the dragon, right? You're set? Hopefully. Is this live? Shut the fuck up. There's a dog hair on me somewhere. I'm losing my mind. They're everywhere. Life altering. Yep, that's kind of how I was like, oh, I was just amazed someone did a cover of Nine Inch Nails because this was back. I mean, Richard Cheese has been around for a while. I don't remember when he did the cover, but it was Nine Inch Nails was knew nobody who knew of Nine Inch Nails. I don't know how else to put that. It wasn't like a top 20 band you heard on the radio or anything like that. And Yeah, like early 2000s. So when someone covered it, I was like, "Oh my god." I still get that way though when I watch a movie or something and I realize it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross doing the soundtrack. I still have a moment of like, "Oh my god, people know who they are?" Like everybody knows who they are now. Like they've done so many big movies and stuff. But there was a time. There was a time he actually there's a new movie on Netflix I watched and it's decent. And him and Atticus Ross did the full soundtrack. It's The Killer? I wanna say it's just called The Killer or Killer or something like that. But they, like, there's extra songs in there and stuff that are, like, people are listening to a radio or something. It's The Killer. Yeah, it was pretty decent. Yeah, I didn't like I did I really enjoyed it. I didn't like it. I really enjoyed it is what I meant to say. What's his Fassbender? Is that his name? Something Fassbender? He's great. He does such a good job in almost everything he's in. Dude, Knives though, no shit, it was really bizarre. The first 2 songs in that movie that are not, just like ominous background music by Trent and Atticus. Those are 2 like most of the soundtrack was the soundtrack of the movie The Craft. I don't know if anybody watched it and realized that, but 3 songs in a row were big major songs in The Craft, and I was like, "Okay, there's gotta be like some sort of theme here, right? Like something's happening because this was too on." I think it was just the time. I think it was just time. But it was, I mean, the first 3 songs that play are for 2 3 of the first, like, big songs that play in The Craft, and that movie is stained into my mind, so the songs stick out really hard as The Craft movie. Look at you with the right names. Atticus Ross, I forget sometimes, but Trent Reznor, I don't think I could ever. I was maybe. Musicians, I've never really thought about that, Mishy, but musicians I don't tend to fuck up too much. Musicians that I, like, worship, like, I remember their names, but actors I don't. Weird. Huh. Never really thought about that. Music is pretty vital though, let's be real. So if you guys remember the other day, we watched a lot of it was Fated Friday. We had a very kung fu Fated Friday. By the way, I watched Kung Fu Hustle last night. Oh my fucking god. I'm watching it again today because there's no way I got it all. What the that might be in my top 5 favorite movies I've ever seen. I don't know. It might be one of my emergency porn movies. I'm not sure at this moment. Anyways, we had like a Kung Fu Friday and it was super fun. But I was introduced to Chicken Dance, which I don't know how to explain it, but super famous dude who sings and yodels really, really fucking well. And someone has just shared with us a live version of the yodeling. And I'm kind of excited. I've never seen a ceiling actually fall in, but when I was in college, dude I was dating at the time, we went to his mom's house for like Christmas or something. And we show up at her house and it's like nighttime and we open the front door and like there was a portion of the ceiling where there was a pipe leak, obviously. Like there was a leak, a water leak somewhere, but it had filled the ceiling, but the latex paint didn't break. It just grew into this enormous like boob of water. It was wild. And the paint was so thick and so well done. You could sit there and like poke it and move the water around. It was so gross. That was wild, but Jesus fucking Christ. That sucks. It's funny, but so stupid. That's the best kind of funny, to be honest. It still hasn't been fully found, sorted, but it's at least safer now. Housemate had blocked off the kitchen that night so Bonnie couldn't be near it. Must have been owner instincts because Bonnie doesn't hang out in that area anyway. Dude, that is terrifying. Oh, it was disgusting, but so funny. Poking it because it was huge. I mean, it was like a chunk of ceiling that was probably 4 feet wide that just bowed down, but it was only the paint. Like the wood didn't bow down. It was just like filling the latex. It was fucking weird. Well, right? Like that could have been on one of you. Like all things aside, your roof falling in is fucking terrifying and horrible, but that could have been on one of you or like God forbid, Bonnie. Oh, that makes me have anxiety. Oh my god. I'm just glad you're all okay cuz seriously, that's terrifying. Those are moments, I'm sure you've had these where you're like driving down the road and something prevented you from leaving the house on time, so you're kind of late, but then on your way you like see an accident or you see something that's happened really recent, you're like, fuck, that could have been me. Yep, like shit like that. There's something to it. There's something to it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm just glad you're okay because that would have killed somebody. Like, I don't like to be dark like that, but that's just realistic. That's insane. That would have broke your neck. Happens every now and then. Yep, pretty sure that happened with the housemate and Bonnie. Yeah, it happens. It's a weird feeling, but I swear the universe lines shit up. Okay, we literally just took a break, but there's something in my eye on this side that is driving me crazy, and I'm pretty sure it's like a dog hair finally woven across my eyeball right now. So I'm just gonna take a quick break and go to the bathroom really quick and shine a bright light in my eye and try to get it out because I can't fucking see. But when we come back, we shall continue with BioShock Infinite. Oh my god. Oh, and I didn't tell you the story that was worse than Gorilla Glue Lady. So if you remind me, it's not a long story, but like it's a case of how TikTok is a super dangerous place or can be, and just I don't understand it because from what I hear from other creators and shit, like you make zero money on TikTok. But people do the dumbest shit to be like viral/famous on TikTok. I don't fucking get it. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, this proves nothing to you glitter haters, but there was definitely a little hexagon of glitter sitting in the waterline of my eye, just scratching my cornea every time I blinked. I have no idea how. I have not played with glitter in a very long time. There's no glitter here. But like, it's still bugging me because I'm pretty sure it cut my eye. I don't know where it came from. Seriously, I don't have any glitter that looks like this. I don't. It must have come from makeup or like a makeup brush or something. I didn't put on makeup today. I don't know where it came from. But it was like the smallest little pinhead piece of hexagon glitter just sitting in my waterline, like scratching my eyeball every time I blinked. It was great. I've got a great up weed. Yep. Glitter is truly the herpes of the world. It's like Burning Man, they don't allow glitter. Like, don't bring glitter because you cannot clean it up. Can you imagine how much shit would get embedded into the dust and sand at Burning Man if people wore glitter? It's like a big, big fucking no-no. No glitter and no feathers, because feathers also are another thing that just kind of like break apart and get lost. I haven't watched Pneumonia yet. Is it good? It's on my like watch later list, but I hadn't heard anything about it. Is it pretty decent? This weed looks like little mini everlasting gobstoppers. Is it? Fuck yeah, I'll watch it. No, it's in my watch list. I always like anytime I see anything animated pretty much added, I'm like that one. There's a couple on Disney too that I haven't watched that are new. Elementals or Elemental, something like that. Have you seen that one? I haven't watched it yet. I just haven't been in the mood to watch something new. I think Nimona, she's like a little kind of demon girl or something, or does she shapeshift? I watched the trailer for it. Yeah, it's animated. That's why I knew. I had them all. Dude, I can't. Oh my god. After listening to Avenged Sevenfold song featuring Pussy Riot, I have to say Pussy Riot is pretty good. All I can think of is that pussy magic that destroyed someone's butthole. I actually screenshotted Neuro's comment the other day because I can't stop thinking about it. So fucked up. Like great, in a great way, but like, wow. You know what I mean? It is fantastic. Oh, fuck yeah. Perfect background music for while I pack a bowl and fight 2K, I guess. Wait, have I heard this? No. That's why I literally didn't put it up on stream because I recognized the video. I think I've heard this. This is so familiar. I think I know them. I know I've seen the video because there's like dicks and shit in there. Like I can't show the imagery of a cock. I gotta stop touching my eye. I know what bugged it and it's still bugging me, but the glitter probably scratched my eyeball. As a joke once, a FWB friend of mine got doused with glitter while we were visiting friends. I was finding glitter on me for months with no idea where it came from. Yeah. I have glitter, like I do have bottles. I use glitter in like crafts and shit like that, but they are in like a fucking airtight box. And I have a very unique area where I use glitter, and then it is fucking, like, eliminated quickly. Like, it's one of those things where you can actually get cuts and slivers from glitter or get one in your eye. I don't have any glitter near me. I haven't fucked with glitter in a bit, so I was random glitter chunk. Nemota's fantastic. Okay, I'm okay. That's a lot of good votes. I'm doing it. I mean, Vile said, "Listen." To be fair. Oh, Pussy Riot were made internationally famous because they were put in jail by Putin. Are they gay? Is that why? I feel like that's really familiar to me. I think I have heard of Dance with the Dead. Hold on. Yes. A lot of their shit is listened to by us. Like, I can see it's played on YouTube. We've definitely heard them before, yeah. Oh, anti-war protesters. I know in Russia it's illegal to be gay still, right? I mean, the video's hot as fuck. Like, I advise all of you go watch it on your own time. I am in no way anti-penis or hot, sexy nuns with short dresses. Like, it's some shit. I just can't do it on stream. Good. I mean, good. It's just, a lot of people get put in jail. A lot of musicians, I think, have because they're openly gay or whatever. Okay, I gotta move chat so I can see you guys. They remind me a little bit of, oh god, what is that? It's like a weird I think you pronounce it Paris, but it's like P, and then I think it's like a V or a weird character, RIS, something like that. Do you know the band I'm talking about? That, like, mixed with Grimes. That's the vibe I get. Is that Paris? That's how you say it? Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. My sister sent me music by them, and I very much enjoyed it, but I was like, I don't know how to say this. I'm just gonna Google it. It's cool, though. I dug it. I dug it. All right. I'm so excited. BioShock Infinite's a perfect game. We haven't played for 3 days, and I'm tweaking for it. I'm jonesing. I'm very excited. I might suck at first because it's been a while, and I probably forgot the controls. Oh, man. I wish I knew how to, like, actually, like, if you looked up Paris band, I bet it would come up with them, but it's like PVRIS, I think, and it's a weird looking V, like maybe the Roman numeral 5, something like that. But they're great. I wish I knew how to spell it. I would put it in chat. I wonder. I'm gonna try it. Yes, we were. I just packed a big, beautiful bowl, and underneath this is that cap of keef. So it's gonna be like, oh look, flour keef core. It's gonna be great. It's like those loaded mini ice cream pints you get that have like the core of fudge. Yeah. If I just look up PV, it is PVRIS. If you look that up, I think that'll come up with them. Holy shit! Look at me go. Yep, just look up PVRIS. They're fantastic. Really good band. Yeah, my sister turned me on to them. They're great. Yeah, I've got an ice cream core ball. Yes. All right, 2K. You gonna fight me today? You gonna be a little bitch? Where are you? Don't do this to me. Don't. There you are. Oh my god. I still can't believe this game came out in 2013. Wild. Wild. Oh, Kuru, if you are looking for new music or just like music in general, if you type !playlist in the chat, it'll pull up a link that goes to the ultimate playlist. It is this monstrous playlist that we have been compiling as a community for the better part of 7, 8 years now. Ish. It's all over the place. I mean, the genres are all over the place, but it's phenomenal. It's really, really great. It's called The Tits, so don't be confused if you see that. But you're welcome to it. You're welcome to use it, play it, take it, do what you like. But it's like the ultimate fucking like just dump of where I save all the good music people give me throughout the years. Thank you. Thank you, Viata, for pulling that. Seriously. It's pretty great. Like it's these fuckers have good taste. Let me know when your bolt's packed. I'm ready. 2K, do not do this. 2K. It's in the game. Ham? I almost said it's in the ham. Um, I remember not being a fan of the DLC. However, I remember not being a fan of BioShock 2 either, and I very much enjoyed that. So I'm not gonna go by what I remembered because I feel like maybe I was just a dumb little bitch. So much dog hair. But on that fucking note, I am going to go and give my dogs a walk. Well, it's dark and freezing cold. We'll go in the yard and see if Mom can live through it. Absolutely. Today was a fucking blast. I love this game so much. I love starting the day by just being chill and hanging out and like drinking coffee and listening to good music and stuff like that. That's the best way to start a day. You guys are annoyed by it, but that's fine. Tomorrow is my day off. It's day off day. Of which I want to remind you to please take your joy. Don't forget your meds. Don't forget to drink water. Clean your bowl. Clean your bong. All the things. Take care of yourself. It's Monday. They suck. We're gonna try to sleep, right? Are we gonna sleep? He's like, that's fucking funny, Bob. Sleep is for the weak. We'll sleep when we're dead. Sure. You're so beautiful. He's such a beautiful boy. So yeah, we'll start the DLC on Tuesday. If I remember correctly, the DLC is like 2 hours a piece-ish. It's really not that major, but it does wrap up some loose ends, gives you some cool, different, I don't know, gameplay and shit like that. They're fun. Definitely unique. And then, I know a lot of people keep saying, like, I want to play the what are they? System Shock remasters. I don't have them, but we have a couple horror games that we have, I want to wrap up. Like, Mortuary, whatever, and Harvester. We had started them right before I got really fucking sick, and I don't even remember where we're at. So I want to finish those real bad. So that'll be after the DLC and stuff. And then, because of the cool meetings I did yesterday, like, there's some pretty cool RP stuff coming up soon. Right, bud? He's like, Mom, I fucking hate this. Can we go do something that's not right here? You're such a sweet boy, though. He's so different. Such a different little boy. Let's see. Who is the Ooh, L. You could hang out with L. I haven't rated L in a bit, right? Yes, cheers. Bud, can I cheers with my friends? We'll go outside right afterwards, I promise. Did you get a booger on my chin? Feels wet. I don't know, Bob. I don't know about that. I'm gonna do it. We'll go outside in a few minutes, okay? I don't know. What do you hear? Is Timmy in a well? I don't know. You're a good boy. Alright. Alright, cheers, my dudes. It's fucking cold outside. I am not excited to go out there, but I feel they have to have their run around time, Cheers. Bless. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's a pleasure. I missed you yesterday, but a bitch gotta make that dollar bill. I'm gonna go put 20 more layers on and then brave the fucking freezing cold. Please take care of yourself. Tomorrow, like I said, is my day off, but we will continue the DLC on Tuesday because I checked and I have it. In the meantime, don't forget to wash your fucking hands because they're gross. And be good to my friend Elle. She's amazing. I love you. Take care of yourself. And stay classy.